Can you hear me? Check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? I got stuff all over the place, family. You gotta work with me. Listen, some people, listen, some people, you mean, can't live on YouTube. I'm assuming y'all saying that I'm late. I'm assuming y'all saying that I'm late. Some people can't live on YouTube. I've been lifting weights. Case that, I don't know. Anybody seen NFAC? Can y'all hear me? Let me see if y'all can hear me. Listen, family. Listen, man, I got a little show for you tonight. Listen, has anybody seen NFAC marching, talking, live streaming? Who is the next leader of the NFAC? Anybody know? Now, for real, we're going to have a talk tonight. Seriously, we're going to have a talk and a vote tonight. I'm voting for ozone. I'm voting for ozone. Do y'all know the members of NFAC, some of these brothers? I'm voting for, hold up. I'm voting for K-Foss. I'm voting for K-Foss. K-Foss, the next leader of the NFAC. Don't you? Uh-oh, K. Freeman said they seen something today. Listen, family. This is bad, family. Did anybody get a chance to see my flyer? Family? Man, we gonna ride. Hey, listen, anybody come over here and mad at me because I'm talking about NFAC, I'm gonna tell you, you might as well leave now, because we gonna ride this one out. we gonna walk it out. We gonna walk it out. We gonna walk it all the way out to the court date. Yeah, it is what it is today. This is what I'm saying. On Sunday, we're going to talk about one of these soldiers. And the sad thing about this one that I'm going to talk about on Sunday, man, this brother came at me super sideways. See, some of this stuff listen to this. What I want to tell you is, y'all understand what I'm saying. I got people in the background, you follow what I'm saying, that come at me sideways. And I don't say nothing. I don't like to put it out here because I'm gonna give it to you a buck. Do anybody press 1 if you know the Gucci Mane and the Young Jeezy story? Do anybody know the Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy story? Press 1. The Gucci Mane and the Young Jeezy story. Anybody know about that story? Press 1 if you know about that story. You know what happened, right? So I don't really say, when people come sideways, they be calling the number. They be saying this, that, and the third. Hey, I don't say nothing. You know all I do? All I say is Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane. Hey, press 1 if you get it. Press 2 if you don't. I explain it to you. That's all I do. They be like, yeah, wait to this. And I go like this. Young Jeezy, Gucci Mane. And I put my phone down. That's all I do. I said, hey, Allah is my witness. I do it all the time. I get emails. They be coming hard. You know your family. Da-da-da-da-da. And I just do like this. Oh, yeah? I grab my keyboard. I say, yeah, I peck it and put it in. Yeah, I want to make sure I spell it right. Young Jeezy. Hold up. Delete that. Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane. and then you know I do that, and then I sin. hey, I'm trying to. That's all I do. Hey, God is my witness. I don't play no games. I don't talk. I don't talk slick. I don't do nothing. Okay, Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. I'm gonna make a song like that. Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. Yeah, they coming, man. Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. You know they coming, man. Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. You sure they coming, man? Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. You know they coming, man. Man, Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. I'm gonna make that. That's gonna be the new song. Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. You know they coming, man. Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. You know they coming, man. Huh? Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. Young Jeezy who? Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. I tell you. Hey, but with that being said, family, so I've been trolling. I've been thinking, and I've been trying to find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing chicken but the bill. Hey, I'm corny too. Ain't nothing chicken but the bill. My uncle used to say that. His name was Uncle Mutt. Ain't nothing chicken but the bill. Like, what that mean? Anyway, so I've been trolling, right? I'm trying to find out, like, what the world is going on? Like, you know, with all of this going on in D.C., with all of this going on with Trump, with all of this going on, you would think that NFAC as an organization would be planning some winter expeditions or something. You know, isn't this? Let's have a talk, family. And I got a few things I want to hit on. One thing I want to hit on is that brother. Matter of fact, I want to pull him up real quick. One of the things I just want to hit on, man, is just a sad state of affairs. Is that, do you know that this time last year, and it's January, that most likely Grandmaster Jay was plotting how he was going to enter into the liberation race? You know what I mean? Ozone, what up? He was plotting on how he was going to enter into the race, because it's January now. February came, April came, May came, and somewhere in between there, he double dutched his way in. And hold on one second, let me bring this up. He double dutched his way in. But soon as he got in, I just want y'all to follow the narrative, and then I'm gonna show you some things real quick. Soon as he got in, almost instantly, right? Almost instantly, this brother. Hold on one sec. I want to bring this. I gotta bring this up. This is just ridiculous. Almost instantly, this brother began to get gain momentum by the way of brothers who were interested. And I got it now. Who was interested in liberation and being a part of the liberation movement, liberating our people. But with that being said, all right, I got that now. Okay, I'm good. This guy gonna be mad at me. He gonna be hot. Yeah, he gonna be hot. It's all right though. He just gonna have to be hot. I gotta get him. He doing it to himself at this point. But but you know, people started getting involved because they wanted to be a part of the liberation movement. You know what I mean? They want to be a part of the liberation movement. And I want y'all to just follow the narrative. How fast it really swelled up from March, April or May to summer. It swelled up with numbers. Y'all don't remember them numbers? Stone Mountain. Has anybody seen Delta? Anybody seen Delta? Where Delta at? I'm going to get to my point in a minute. But has anybody seen Delta? Anybody? Press one if press somebody tell me something. Anybody seen Delta? Anybody seen Delta? Where Delta? Delta in jail. Where Delta? Anybody know? Where you at? You know what's so strange is that all of this going on and on and on and on and on. People come, people go. But this only happened in a brief 8 months. Do y'all understand the time frame here? Do y'all understand the time frame of how this happened? This happened from like May to November. May till November. Understand the time frame. When we look at liberation, right, and we look at like a Malcolm X, Malcolm X got like a whole block of time dedicated in the Nation of Islam, and then going to the people, and then stirring up the people, and then discord come within the organization. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I want y'all to know when people say, and I got a few things I'm gonna bring to your attention tonight. When people say that Grandmaster Jay is not an agent, they really make me wonder about their thinking capacity. They really make me wonder about their mental capacity. Because this is stranger than fiction. Now, after all the evidence that I put out, right, now we see a whole different monster. And now this monster, now, it jumps out and get backs in the box. It jumps out, get back in the box. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Now, yeah, JG, I agree. You know what? At this stage of the game, I really don't have no confidence that anybody who, if you're a part of NFAC, you know, what should be going on with NFAC is someone should be stepping up and say, you know what? Whoever was a part of NFAC, get in contact with me. We putting it back together. We're going to do it private, and then we'll let the public know what's going on later. Because at the climate of what's happening right now, for all of the people that live in rural areas that look like us, they might have a problem later. You know what I'm saying? They might have a problem. But let's start with this brother right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's start with this brother right here. Y'all need to be aware of some of these people back. Anybody familiar with this brother right here? I gotta get him. I got to. This is the brother that come out with the robe on, talking about he doing this NFAC thing. Y'all familiar with this? This OC the Great. I don't know how great he is, but he come out with the robe on. I'm on my morning mental thing, like it was slick, like that was a slick thing. I'm on my morning mental thing, like, bruh, nah. Anyway, this guy comes out in defense of Grandmaster Jay every time he can. And I'm going to tell you, anybody who's coming in defense of Grandmaster Jay should just fall back. For real. You should just fall back because it's real clear at this point what's happening. You should simply fall back. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, it just don't look good. It just don't look good. Now, listen to what he say on this. I'm gonna put up a couple videos here, right? But I want you to listen to what this is pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. You know what I mean? Everybody should have a problem when one comes forward to try to defend something that is indefensible. Give me 1 second. Let me load it up for you. Let me load it up for you. I'm about to load it up for you. This is bad. I think it's coming up now.
So it was told for Grandmaster Jay to not speak online at all, not speak on his social medias. You know what I'm saying? So Grandmaster Jay found a loophole. He said, hey, I can't speak on my social medias. What about other people's social medias? So I could speak on radio stations and things like that. And it's mine. It's like I need to speak to the people so they can know what's going on. So I could be able to have some type of case and help. You know, there's pretty much a call for help when it comes to this case. This bullshit case. You know what I'm saying?
And let me say one last thing to all these people out here talking about why didn't you go get a black lawyer? I'm gonna say this here publicly on the air. When you get shot, you don't sit there and ask what color the doctor is that's coming to save your life. You want the best one there is.
And it's mine. It's like I need to speak to the people so they can know what's going on. So I could be able to have some type of case and help. You know, there's pretty much a call for help when it comes to this case. This bullshit case. You know what I'm saying?
Not by the skin color. You have to know where you're playing ball. You have to know where the game is being held. I'm no idiot. I know exactly where I'm going to be, and I know exactly what the climate and who I'm dealing with. So it's only fitting that whoever the best of the best that money can buy.
So now look, I don't know if you can hear him because it was kind of low. What this guy is saying is that he was doing his social media so he can get help from the people. Basically, that's what OC the Great said. But now listen, Grandmaster Jay says, I got my help. I got the best help money can buy. And it's not about skin color. OC the Great say, oh, he filed to go to social media so he can keep people abreast to what's going on. But that ain't even a half. Let me go over this side real quick. Watch this. This is the weirdest thing in the world. Let me find them real quick. Listen to this. Give me 1 second. Matter of fact, let me see if I can upload it to this, just like I just did. Give me 1 second. This is what we gotta watch this suspect stuff at this point. Give me 1 second. I'm about to upload this right up on here right now. Okay. Because we gotta really watch this stuff. We gotta watch this stuff because now at this point, we have people that's trying to why are you trying to engineer a defense that where it doesn't even exist? Like there is no defense at this point. There is no defense at this point. And no one should be trying to engineer a defense. You know what I mean? It's a wrap. Watch, I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to show you the contradiction. I need to turn my speaker up so I can hear it. But I want to show you. They think Jay is not an agent because he is not on social media. But I'm going to show you something right now. I'm going to show you that they pulled him off of social media.
And they just said, no, you can't do that. We told you not to be online. So, and they also claimed that they did not receive any type of form or any type of thing when it comes to a speedy trial. Then even on top of that, they're blaming COVID.
Now hold in my hands the decision from the court. The United States District Court has issued the following.
Now listen, he said the court issued the following. Now come on, let's think now. What is the likelihood that he's facing federal charges and he would drum up a piece of paper, read it on social media, and said that the court issued it? What is the likelihood? What fool in their right mind, or not in their right mind, would type up a piece of paper, come on social media for the world to see, and say that it came from the courts, and the courts made a decision if it didn't come from the courts and the courts didn't make a decision? What type of madman does that? Doesn't make sense. The court did make the decision that he could come on social media. When he came on social media, it caused so much disturbance and so much confusion and put people in harm's way that they had to pull him off of social media. Somebody asked a question. Greater diabolical timing, light of what's going on. Was it perfect for God and our people? Let me see what he said. He said, greater diabolical timing in light of what's going on. I'm not sure the question, my brother. Diabolical. Perhaps I'll repeat, that's where very well be the movement, either silence him or remove him. However, listen. I know people still want to have hope that he was real. There's nothing real about Grandmaster Jay or what he started as the NFAC. The only thing real about the NFAC is those that spent their money, put their life on the line, put their heart into it, and showed up for the marches. But there's nothing real about Grandmaster Jay or his organizing of the NFAC. However, what you believe to be true is, then I would like to say that regardless, it speaks of even. No. Listen, I'm not sure of the question, but it's a perhaps that very well be a movement to either silence him or remove him. No, silencing him or remove him is only in the best interest of those who positioned him to start the distraction in the first place. That's what you gotta understand. So if we're talking about silencing him, we're not talking about silencing him like he's a true liberator. No, silence at this point gives him the ability not to answer you and those who supported him. You feel what I'm saying? Silence right now is the best thing that can happen to Grandmaster Jay, because those people that marched on that concrete in them black outfits and them guns in their boots, they want answers. They want answers. All them beautiful brothers and sisters that put their rent money in their gas tank. All them beautiful brothers and sisters that got on the mega bus, hiding the gun underneath the bus. all them beautiful brothers and sisters, they got on the mega bus. Hold up. They got on the mega bus. They in the Uber. Some of them was in the Uber. Got the burner in the pool stick bag. The megabus come. They can't wait till the megabus pick up the side demonstration to put the pool stick bag up under there. Grandmaster Jay got some explaining to do. He got some explaining to do. All them brothers and sisters want some answers. They want some answers. Brother say, understand the bigger picture then. Brother, we understand the bigger picture. But the picture that we're dealing with right now, the picture that we're dealing with right now is those that have been misled. So we can get the wheels turning so they don't be misled again. See, let me tell you the exercise of thinking. Thinking is an art. Thinking is a discipline. And so if I can point out the things that was missed, then hopefully they won't be missed again, because these same things are happening under another code of color. These same things are happening right now. Europeans are doing this. Europeans are doing this right now. Antifa doing this right now. Angry Viking doing it right now. All of these little groups are doing it right now. All of them groups are infiltrated. You want to see a real, let me tell you something. You want to see a real European, you want to see a real European militia? Go back to the 80s and check out Ruby Ridge. Check out them. Check out Ruby Ridge. Up in Ruby Ridge, they ain't do no talking. You ain't hear about them Europeans until it was going down. They didn't do nothing for no TV. They didn't do nothing for no social media, even though social media wasn't in play. But we still had a form of social media by the way of the newspaper. But you didn't hear about none of them until it was going down. When you look at those, the religious Europeans of Waco, Texas. When you look at John McVeigh, McVeigh, what's his name? McVeigh. When you look at McKinsey, I forget his name. But these people that was in opposition of the United States government, they didn't do a whole bunch of talking. They didn't a whole bunch of showcasing. The moment that you see a bunch of showcasing and a bunch of advertising, you can be almost guaranteed that not only is it some real people there, but the hand that rocked the cradle is there too. Yeah. Ted Kaczynski, he ain't tell you nothing. Old Teddy boy ain't tell you. Y'all need to study history. If y'all think Grandmaster Jay is not an agent, you have to study history. There is no true liberators that looked for the camera. They never looked for the camera. The camera came once they became public. But they didn't look for the camera. They didn't have a show called Morning Mental. They didn't have a show called Morning Mental. They didn't have a show called this, that, the third. They didn't do that. They were on a mission. You know what I'm saying? And so when you look at this type of stuff, it got the classic fingerprint of COINTELPRO, of what would you call it? Informants. And the thing is, people would say, well, what is the real objective? Listen, we didn't know that at the time when Martin Luther King was assassinated, we didn't know at what level that the government was involved. You never know while it's happening. So to think that we know the great intricate details of how Jay is being used or how he's operating, I just know he's an agent because he show all the classic signs. But we don't know. We right in the midst of these crazy times right now. Trump people feel some type of way. The government has got their hand up in there because they feel some type of way. They trying to initiate and stir the pot and give a rebirth of a new nation after the pot gets stirred and some lives get lost. And so in the midst of all that, you don't really know exactly the angle off the top. But the point is that we know that something is being perpetrated against the liberation of a people. You follow what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's the point. Get people to start to think. Get people to start to think. Get people to be aware. Get people to be, as the Jehovah Witness say in that little pamphlet they got, get them to be on their watchtower. Get people to question everything. Question the Easter Bunny. If the Easter Bunny come knock on your door, look through the peephole. Nah, I don't believe in bunnies laying eggs no more. Not today. Get on away from here, or I'm gonna put your feathers and your funny looking eggs on the ground. I mean, your fur and your eggs and colorful eggs is going in the front yard. Yeah. Question everything. Even question me. This is why I always say that anybody can come on this platform, because I want you to question me too. Where you come from, Tahaka Bay? Who you? You just popped out of nowhere. Oh, I did I? Let me show you better than I can tell you. See, that's what's different. That's what's different to me. Yes, I do YouTube. Yes, I examine and look into situations as it relates to all types of things. But at this point, we talking about Grandmaster Jay. But that's why I open up the platform and say, come on. Long as you're not disrespectful, you can ask me whatever you want. You can ask me whatever you want. And one thing about me, and I'm not finished, one thing about me is I've never talked about Grandmaster Jay's past indiscretions that the European put out. I only talked about Grandmaster Jay's past as it relates to him trying to infiltrate one thing or the other. It's the only thing I talked about. You follow what I'm saying? You follow what I'm saying? Real talk. So, with that being said, give me 1 second real quick. Stand by.
And basically said, no, you can't do that. We told you not to be online. So, and they also claimed that they did not receive any type of form or any type of thing, you know, when it comes to a speedy trial. Then even on top of that, they're blaming COVID.
Now holding in my hands the decision from the court. The United States District Court has issued the following. In the criminal case of 320 MJ 752, United States of America versus John Fitzgerald Johnson, order. The John F. Johnson, having moved this honorable court as to modify the conditions of pretrial release herein, and this court being otherwise sufficiently advised, it is ordered and adjudged that the pretrial conditions of John F. Johnson are hereby modified to remove.
And basically said, no, you can't do that. We told you not to be online. So, and they also claimed that they did not receive.
That the pretrial conditions of John F. Johnson are hereby modified to remove
any type of form or any type of thing, you know, when it comes to a speedy trial. Then even on top of that, they're blaming COVID.
It's ordered and adjudged that the pretrial conditions of John F. Johnson are hereby modified to remove the condition prohibiting his use and access to social media. So let it be written. So let it be done.
So now remember, at first he says that Ozone come with the defense that, oh, they took him off of social media because they didn't give him approval for social media, right? Let me show you. Let me show you. Just to be clear, I want to show you how this agent stuff is, because you really need to see this. You really need to see this, because this is, I've never seen straight blatant agent stuff in our community that's so easily detected, and ain't nobody even questioning it. They really think that it's just a fluke. This is not a fluke. This is the real deal. Listen to this. I'm about to pull it up right now. There we go. Let me pull it up right now. Application. Bam. Hold on one second. Is that it? Where you at? So listen. So what he filed, the motion that he filed was on 12/18/20. Watch close. Y'all hear me? 12/18/20. Make sure y'all hear me. Y'all see that? Now, he didn't go live. Anybody know when he went live? If he filed that on 12/18/20, and then he went live somewhere around the 1st, y'all remember this? Pay attention to this stuff. Hold on one second. Let me save this little piece too. 1 second. I want to show you something. This is the weird thing, and this is the game that they play. And they think, and the sad thing is that many of us go for it. Like we really think that they pulled him off social media because he's a threat to something. No. Let me show you something now. I'm saving this right now. Now watch this. Now watch this. He filed that. He filed it at 12/18 in 2020. He went live. Matter of fact, let me be sure when he went live. I know it was, no, I ain't gonna have the date on it, but it was somewhere after the 1st because he said it's a new year. It was somewhere after the 1st, right? But now watch this. Watch this. This is so crazy to me, family. 1 second. Watch this, family. This is so crazy to me that we go for anything. And I watched our OC the Great try to hide that no piece to it. Maybe he was unconscious, but I seen it. Look at this. He read that it was approved on the 1st, but now it says it's denied on, what is that? The 7th. But he said it was approved. I want all the smoke say on the 3rd. But now on the 7th, better check the date. 7, then it's denied. Now, this is what I want y'all to think about. We're going to get the wheels turning. What person in their right or insane mind would doctor up a court letter declaring that their motion was granted? What person would do that? Either he wants to go to jail, or that was an official letter from the court, and now the court said, oh, no, that was a mistake. Have you ever seen a court say, make a judgment and then say, oh, we made a mistake? I'm talking about at that magnitude. at the federal level. I see people get some sentences and they take them back and they just send you a letter. We struck that off the record. But this says that we didn't even give you permission. We didn't even grant it to you. Hold up 1 second. Anybody follow Grandmaster Jay at this point, they're insane. They are insane. Watch this. Let me show you something. Let me see if I can.
Court has issued the following.
Hold up. Maybe I could bring it in here. Let me see if I can bring it in here. If I can't bring it in here, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it as I am. Check this out, though. This is the if there's such a thing as this is the scary part, this it is. Here we go. If there's such a thing of this is the scary part, here it is. Because now listen, I want y'all to listen. What you're about to see here, and then OC the Great comes back and say, well, you know, nah, they told him he shouldn't have been on social media, and he thought that it was the radio he could be on, and it wasn't his social media. But listen to these words and listen to them slow. This is Agent All Day. This is what he wrote, or this is what the court wrote. Either or. This is crazy.
The court has issued the following in the criminal case of three.
The district court has issued the following.
The court has issued the following in the criminal case of 320 MJ 752 of the United States of America versus John Fitzgerald Johnson. Order. The John F. Johnson having moved this honorable court as to modify the conditions of pretrial release herein, and this court being otherwise sufficiently advised, it is ordered and adjudged that the pretrial conditions of John F. Johnson are hereby modified to remove the condition prohibiting his use and access to social media. So let it be written. So let it be done.
So if that's the case, now, how is it? Hold on 1 second. If that's the case, how in the world do you get denied if you was not denied? Do y'all follow what I'm saying here? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? He said the court, he unfolded that demonstration and said the court said XYZ. You know what I mean? That's what he said. Who in their right mind would follow somebody named Grandmaster Jay after today? Or any other day for that matter? He read something. I want to make sure y'all hear me clear, because this is the strangest thing I've ever heard in my life. He read something that said that they modified it and let it be written, and it's so. His people come back and say, well, nah, they said that he was on social media. They forgot that he read the letter. They forgot that part. How can you forget that he read the letter? This is the sickness of our people. How can you forget that he read the letter and was given the permission to go back on social media? He said it. He said it's supposed to say all social media, all communication, radio, and any public forums are social media. No, this is about a modification. It's not about the specification. It's about a modification. He said it was modified. This said it was denied. Hold up. I want all the smoke. You looking a little suspect out there. You looking a little bit suspect out there. This is not about a specification or the details of the modification. This is about either you got the modification or you were denied. That's the conversation here. The particulars doesn't even make a difference. The particulars don't even make a difference. Whether they said radio or whether they say TV or whether they say a bullhorn or whether they say a Swatch watch. The particulars don't make a difference. Was it modified or not? He said it was on the 3rd. On the 7th, it comes back and the judge supposedly said it was denied and pulls him off there. But what happened between the 3rd and the 6th? That's the question. What happened? What happened between the 3rd and the 6th? What happened between the 3rd and the 6th? Michi X came out. K Foss accused of being an agent. And one thing that imposters do, they accuse people of agents. They accuse people of agents in order to bring the light from themselves. They don't want, and this is why some people weren't able to get into NFAC due to the simple fact that they were possibly so real that they were dangerous. So you can't have them type around. You follow what I'm saying? And those that are docile, like OC the Great, that he's a prime candidate. Don't question nothing. Don't you question nothing. And I'm the jury is still out for my brother what's his name? Delta. The jury is still out for him. Because he could be reckless or he could be a heck of an actor. Who knows? All of this stuff is crazy right now. All of this stuff is weird right now. But the question is, where are all these supporters? All those who donated all those who donated $250,000. Why aren't they coming out? Family, on Sunday, I got one for you. I got a hot one for you on Sunday. I'm telling you, it's a brother came at me super sideways. Oh, we're gonna put him out there. He going up. He not only going under the bus, he going up in the muffler. I mean, he not only going under the bus, he's going under the muffler. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got something for you on Sunday. Family. On tomorrow, we got Kendrick. We got Kendrick in here on tomorrow. Family. Y'all can't miss tomorrow. Y'all ready for this? You know they was coming at King Kendrick, right? Remember he was on the show. Who remember King Kendrick was on the show and said that he could not talk about or could not mention some lady name because he got to go to court. And they gave him, they told him he can't say the name. He can't mention the name. Well, he went to court. And we got the footage. Y'all ever see, y'all watch Battle Rap? Y'all ever see the footage with Loaded Lux? He be like, he was battling Calico. Y'all don't watch Battle Rap, but I used to. Anyway, he said, we kept the file. Family. Oh, we going in the courtroom tomorrow. We going in the courtroom tomorrow. We going up in there tomorrow. Oh, yeah. We going in the courtroom tomorrow with Kendrick. Oh, yeah. We going up in there. Y'all want to go in the courtroom with Kendrick? Y'all know Kendrick is that young fire. Y'all know that Kendrick is that young fire. We going up in the courtroom tomorrow with Kendrick. I hope I see y'all tomorrow night. Oh, yeah. And then we going to have Kendrick break down. Listen. He giving these people the business. Crypto. I know you got your thoughts, but he giving these people the business. He's giving them the business. And we going up in there tomorrow. Oh, we got the file. We putting the file up here tomorrow. But on Sunday, family, Sunday, hold up. I'm gonna bring up a family. On Sunday, I know you ain't gonna want miss Sunday. So I'm gonna do Saturday and I'm gonna do Sunday. Sunday is gonna be just as engaging, but it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad to see how people have manipulated our people through the doors of consciousness, liberation, and militias. Y'all remember a time when you seen, if you ever been around, say for instance, the Nation of Islam. You don't have to believe in the Nation of Islam or what they teach. But when you seen those FOI brothers, you automatically had an air of respect for them because you knew that they were in the hood. You knew that they, any person staying outside in 200-degree heat with a bean pie deserve respect and a piece of newspaper. Anybody do that, they deserve respect. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bean pie, final call. Bean pie, final call. And it'd be 150 degrees with a suit. Back in the day, they commanded respect. You know what I mean? I still respect them today, but it's a different day and time now. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, here in Baltimore, they was up in the projects in Lafayette projects. They was up in Murphy Homes. They was doing their thing. They had a group in those projects, and then they had a group in the intersection. Bean pie. Bean pie. What bean pie? How much bean pie? Bean pie now, $5. Y'all know that? Just think about it. Bean pie now, $5. Good night. You know, it's so crazy. You go to the Korean store and get a bean pie now. I'm serious. You get a Nation of Islam. Now they gonna get mad at me. Stop. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. I'm not playing. You go to. I talk too much, man. I talk too much. I'm gonna get myself in trouble, man. I love my brothers in the NOI. But I'm trying to tell you, you go to the Korean store right now. I'm trying to tell you, they got them Supreme joints. they got the Supreme. Hey, Reza Islam, you know they do. You can't get mad at me. I'm going to go take a picture of it. Right here in Baltimore City, you can go right up in there, and they got Supreme bean pies up in that demonstration. But back in the day, NOI they commanded a certain air of respect. When you see brothers and sisters in the NOI, in the Black Panther Party, even in the new Black Panther Party, they commanded some respect. So I'm telling those who was a part of NFAC, you might have to drop the name because there is no respectability around that name. There is no respectability around it. In fact, it's comic book driven, unfortunately. But I vote for KFOS. I vote for KFOS. And second in command, I vote for Ozone. Yep. I vote. Do I get a vote? Do I get a vote? If they going to change it, I vote for KFOS to be the leader, and I vote for Ozone, and I also y'all gonna be mad at me right here. Y'all gonna be mad at me right here. What's going on here? messing with something here. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? But look, I also vote for Michi Me to be Secretary of State. Y'all can get mad at me. Michi Me gonna be Secretary of State. That's right. I forgive Michi Me now. Y'all mad at me? I forgive Michi Me. She made a mistake. Now, I vote for Michi Me, Secretary of State. I vote for Michi Me. She made a mistake. Now, anybody vote for Michi Me with me? I vote Michi Me. King Fitz said Michi Me ain't bright enough. I do. I think it's a game. Now, I can't stand that Mo brother, Tahaka Take, the more with the funny hat. I can't stand him. He think everything is a joke. Y'all know that when people talk about me? He think everything funny. He need to grow up. No, I don't feel like it. He think everything funny. He all loud and just laughing. and Umar might put me on the coon list. You know, Umar got a coon list. Oh my goodness. Man, this social media stuff, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, Umar Johnson said, if you on the coon list, you can't go to his school. You can't send your children. You can't make this stuff up, man. This stuff is ridiculously crazy. We got to do better, family. Family, we got to do better. Let's go into a couple more slides, fam. We got to do better. Matter of fact, I'm gonna open the chat up, man. I got a few more stuff that I want to talk about, man. Ozo, they be mad at me, man. They be on fire about me, man. I don't know why, man. They be really mad at me, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. But look, let me see if I can grab. I want to show y'all something else real quick before we get out of here. Here we go. I want all the smoke. Come on, man.
Man, bro, you must have misunderstood what I said, right?
Okay.
If they send them that letter, they're supposed to say all that on the letter.
Yeah.
If they change the stuff.
But the thing is that what he read, you could tell he was.
That's fake.
Yeah.
It's not a federal document.
But what I'm saying is, what possesses a person to go and read something like that? Oh, you know you my man, bro. You know you can take a joke. Stop playing.
Oh, no. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you misunderstood what I wrote. You see, when they modify your stuff, right? Like if they let you do stuff, right? For example, if you work like if you get jammed up or something like that, and you work security, right? They let you still carry your gun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it will have a stipulation. Now, when they take that stipulation away, when they send you that, when you go, you have to go back to court. They can't just send you a letter. You have to go in front of the judge, and the judge tells you why he's restricting you of that privilege. You see what I'm saying? Right. He don't have none of that when he said it on his paper. None of it.
But
that's the.
So, let me ask you this, bro. What the heck was he reading?
That's a made-up paper.
But he's on social media. Listen to me. He's supposedly facing federal charges. You mean tell me he will make a paper up?
He was never restricted to do none of that stuff. The only reason why he's saying he restricted to do that stuff was when Michi and K. Force and all them came out on him. He was never restricted for social media. It's the same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
No, in fact, I'm gonna tell you this, and I tell the public for the first time. He was restricted for social media. I actually seen the case in the courtroom.
He's restricted of it? Then why he didn't get it?
This is where the confusion is. When he went up for the federal judge is the one that put these restrictions on him.
All right.
There was no restrictions at the state level. He's dealing with two different situations.
Yeah, two different cases.
So the federal judge is King Boss.
Yeah.
That's the one. not only is they king boss because of the state, because they also probably know and they playing the game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and I said this on one of my videos before he even came out. When he went to when he got pulled, when I can't think of the show, but I said he can't be on social media no more. And that was when he got out when he got out, he didn't have no bail. He got out. You know what I'm saying? Or he had that
Your own recordings.
Yeah, when they let him out. And I said that was a part of him getting out. He pled guilty. Many people don't even know that. He pled guilty. In other words, he didn't plead guilty like it was at trial. But in the federal case, they ask you, how do you plead at pre-trial? You know what I mean? Before they do pre-trial investigation. Do you plead guilty or not? He pled guilty right there. He pled guilty right there. The day that he went up for pre-trial, he told them he wanted a public defender. And anybody can fact check me on this. He wanted a public defender. So for the federal trial, he got a public defender, and he put it on the record that he was pleading guilty. Now, I don't know if he's going to withdraw that or whatever the case may be, because his confidence can build up or whatever, but that's a fact, without a doubt of contradiction. And he stood there with a public defender. I showed who the public defender was. Then they transferred him to the state. When he went to the state let him out on his own. You follow what I'm saying?
So he plead guilty to the state or the federal?
To the federal. He just put it on the record that he's pleading guilty. Yep.
And he don't got no court date to go back for sentencing or nothing?
The 18th. No.
He's going for...
No. He didn't. It's not a pleading guilty like they adjudicated him. How do you answer to these charges?
Oh,
guilty
okay.
Or not guilty. But he still got to be adjudicated.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That happens on the 18th of February. And so the way that they're confusing people is, one minute they talk about the state case, one minute they talking about the federal case. But if you know the language, you know what I'm saying, you'll know which one they're talking about at each given time.
Yeah, of course.
The federal judge put it out there that he can't be on social media. He claims that the federal judge modified that when he went back live with that video I just showed, right? This video here.
I think it was the second, though. It wasn't January 3rd.
Yeah, it's even one of them days.
The court has issued the following. In the criminal case of 320 MJ 752 of the United States of America versus John.
Now listen to what he said. MJ, 1 second. Give me 1 second. Stand by. Remember what he just said, bro. He said the judge issued in the case with number?
Yeah.
MJ 00752.
Yeah, 752.
Ain't that what he said?
Yeah, 752.
Now, with that being said, he's literally saying that the judge issued a ruling to modify for him to be on social media. But now on the 7th, supposedly he's denied. So I don't know. Now listen, this is the thing I'm saying though. I want all the smoke. This is the
crazy,
weird
man.
thing about that. No one in their right mind, insane or in their right mind, will doctor up a document like that. You would have to be completely insane to doctor up a federal document, go on social media, read it before the people, and it'd be illegitimate. You would have to be completely out of your mind. I'm talking about mentally ill. Now,
yeah, but you know that brother.
All right. I don't think he's mentally ill at all. I think he's an egomaniac. I think he's a narcissist. I don't think he's that dumb.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that dumb to doctor up something like that. I believe it was issued to him, and that's why he read it, poking his chest out. But after the 6th, I mean, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, Michi Me comes out. K-Force comes out. The infighting ready to start. Ozone like, we want some answers, or we gonna come holler at you. I put my life on the line. Now, you got to be pulled out. You follow what I'm saying? I want all the smoke.
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
It's just weird, brother.
It's all the way. Hold on.
I don't know if it's a fake document or not, but whatever it is, anybody who follow Grandmaster Jay at this stage of the game, something is wrong with them. And anybody that says that he's not an agent at this stage of the game, they are in super denial.
I don't know, man. Something fishy about it, man. That's what I could say. Something definitely ain't right. I don't know what kind of agent he is. I can't say that. Agent provocateur, who knows?
Let me tell you, it's never important. It's never important to find out the greater details, long as you know. It's just
it ain't right. Something ain't right.
It's like if in the streets back in the day, all you need to know is Cosmo coming. Y'all Cosmo, he light the whole block up. You know what I mean? He don't mean no harm, but he just light the whole block up. They used to have them Uzis back in the day. Jamaican type of demonstration. And everybody, long as you know that's Cosmo coming. All right, come on, let's break.
Yeah, I mean,
Cosmo is reckless. So long, you ain't got to know why Cosmo reckless like that. You ain't got to know about his upbringing. All you got to do is know that's Cosmo. And it's the same thing with an agent. All you got to know is he is an agent. Get out the way. We got a platform here. Enlighten the people. Bring the people into the consciousness that these are the things that you should look out for in the future, because they will do it again.
Yeah, most definitely.
So with that being said, I want all the smoke. Bro,
Salam Bay, man. I appreciate y'all brothers, man, with that knowledge.
I want all the smoke. But bro, I've been trying to call you earlier today.
I know.
But listen, I ain't gonna let the people let it out yet, because it's gonna come on Sunday. But with you, bro, I got a whole show dealing with that issue coming this Sunday.
Yeah, bro, my dad went to prison for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's mad disrespectful what them cats doing, bro.
Listen.
For real.
Wait till Sunday. With that being
said. I got you. Salute.
Salute, family. Peace and love. Right. I got my big bro in the building. Muhammad 322. Muhammad, what up, brother?
Assalam, brother. Assalam.
Yes, sir. So what's happening with you, brother? Brother, do you see this thing playing out? And what do you think about this, brother?
What I think about it, I think it's ridiculous. That's what I think.
Brother,
I think it's just beyond crazy, kid. For real. This guy reading one piece of paper, flipping it.
Hey, bro, hold up, 323. Bro, you doing it like I used to do. I used to keep the Yankee fitted and the Ravens. Or the Orioles and the Yankees. I used to mix it. Man, I used to do that all the time.
I like the Ravens, man.
Yeah. But what do you think about this? This is weird. Do you see? I want to know, do everybody got what I just displayed? That he's supposed to have read a federal document that gave him the ability to come back online. His main man follows up with all of these excuses and saying that, they say he wasn't supposed to be online, But he fails to remember that he actually read the supposedly official document. And then these weirdos are so far gone, they even put the document that he was denied on the 7th. I've never seen nothing like this before.
It's like a cult mentality. He's like Jim Jones on them kids, man. For real. Like, dang, man, you ain't got your own intellectual vigilance to see. You need to you putting all your faith in the man to save you instead of you saving yourself.
And you know what? 322. And I mean no disrespect, but these are grown men with families. You understand?
Exactly.
These are grown men with families following a man. There's nothing wrong with following a man if he's leading you aright, or he's saying something to help you be better than you were yesterday, today. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, we all got to follow to be able to lead. But we so thirsty for somebody to be our father figure, our guardian, our leader, our God, that they can do and say anything and we can just overlook it like it doesn't even exist. Unbelievable to me.
Beyond crazy, man. So the fact is with this dude, man, you know, he got the money. He got that money. Period. Oh, yeah. He got that money.
It's a wrap.
That money's gone. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, nobody just sitting there and just looking at the time periods, what's happening right now at the Capitol, what's about to happen, Thursday. They're just not looking at the play. You know, when you watching the game, let's say a football game, you like look at all the players on the field. Then you predicting the moves that the coach is making. People just not seeing because they're not looking with their mind. They're trying to see with their physical eyes. But you got to use your intellect, man. This is where we at right now, especially when you're dealing with an agent like Grandmaster Jay. He's an agent, period. And the fact that you need another man to tell you what you need to do is sad. You need to look at yourself and ask myself what I need, Grandmaster Jay. If you're about that business and liberation for you and your family and your people, you don't need nobody to tell you what you need to do. You already doing it. You stay prepared so you ain't got to get ready when stuff about to go down. And it's about to go down, period. So you looking for Grandmaster Jay when you need to be looking at yourself and asking, what am I going to do? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Do I got food? Do I got, preservations and things for my family? What do I have just in case an emergency happen? How I'm going to eat? How I'm going to defend my family? You see, they can't even defend the Capitol. So they're not concerned about you in the street. I'm talking about black people.
Let them tell it.
Exactly. So you got to be up on yourself, man, and worried about what you're going to do. So Grandmaster Jay is a confusion to get that money, kid. To get your money, to play on your emotions. You see, people are emotional, man, and not intellectual.
That's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
And you still playing games, man. You said this you like 8 months ago. The playbook. You said it line by line, and everything has happened.
Everything.
And they still get up excuses for this dude.
But you know what's real crazy while you here, brother? Look at this, man.
What's that?
This is a sad state of affairs, right? We literally have not one real grocery store chain that we can call our own in America. But I mean a grocery store chain, I'm talking about like down the south, they got Kroger's, Safeway, Giant, some of these national chains. We have not one.
None. Mm-hmm.
We have not one convenience store chain, as you would think about 7-Eleven, or some people got local convenience stores that go across like 4, 5, 6 states. None.
Mm-hmm.
You drive a truck, so you know what I'm talking about. Some of them,
Right, exactly.
you know what I mean?
Talk about commodities and goods.
Bro, as a
We don't have
people,
a chain.
we have none of
Right.
this. We have none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
None of this.
And I'm talking about stuff to get the bread right. You know what I mean? To get the money right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know what's so strange to me? That this guy supposedly is facing federal charges. And I say supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody got to their boo-hoo stage, dug into their pocketbook, right? And look at this, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Let me make it full screen real quick. Look at these numbers
Oh, wow, kid.
people put together. Hold up. My bad. Let me get it real quick. That people put together.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody donate $2,000.
Man.
2,000. This person, Nomad Pendergrass, donated 2,000 twice.
Oh, wow, kid. You can just imagine if somebody was really about that liberation and helping our people, he would already have something for the people.
Bro, you know what? When you look at this, he got donated $234,000. That's $250,000.
Uh-huh.
Now listen to this. This guy doesn't have a plan. In other words, you could find out, you could see all the way down the line that he was freestyling this every step of the way. From the time when he said he jumped out of the car, as Rottweiler, the brother with Rottweiler say he jumped out of the car and talking about, what y'all doing? Up in there with the Ahmaud Arbery demonstration. Nobody knew who he was. All the way up till he jumped in front of the camera and say, give us Texas. We'll take Texas. He was freestyling every step of the way. He even stood in front of the camera with a stack of papers and said, y'all thought I didn't have a plan. Because I kept on saying, how y'all going to support something without a plan? What's the plan? He comes out with a stack of papers. Y'all think y'all want to know the plan? Y'all ain't going to know the plan till we ready. I got the plan right here. People believing that's the plan. He still never said the plan. His whole plan was, if we can remember, his whole plan was, we're going to police ourselves, we're going to police black people, and we're going to educate black people. That was his plan for NFAC. That's what he said. And many people went for it. Unbelievable to me, bro.
That's crazy.
And you know what? Let me say this, 322, and I'll have you speak on this before I get out of here. Can you imagine how the world see us? We got the goofy rap music, and I play around in that goofy silly too, but I'm talking about the disrespectful rap music. I'm talking about the downright degrading rap music that circulates way more than one of my videos. We got the fake liberation movement and the fake conscious awareness movement. And then we have the regular everyday people that just want to go to work, feed their family, and just be left alone. And man, just give me some peace in this world. But then we got a mass majority that are walking asleep. And the whole world, whether we know it or not, is waiting on us. We have been the most disenfranchised, the most beaten down, the most disregarded and disrespected people on the face of the earth. And everybody knows that in their soul, the science of the lowest will ultimately turn into the highest. So everybody knows, the whole world knows this. The last shall be the first. The last shall be the first. The whole world is waiting on us to wake up because we got more pent up frustration, anger, disappointment, not for retaliation, but that we can remanufacture it into motivation and ingenuity to overcome this monster.
You're absolutely right.
We wake up.
Absolutely right, Jay. I
The
think
world
there's a lot to do with. You're
the
right.
world wait on us to entertain them. The world wait on us to entertain them. Rap music, dancing. The world wait on us to entertain them. The world wait on us to come up with an idea. And then the Europeans steal it, modify it, manipulate it, and then resell it to the world. But the world waits on us. And even with bringing this peace to people, the world is waiting on us. But we fall for weak, okey-doke schemes. Man, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. You know, 322, I'd ask brothers to join us as we start this group in order to build something and create a blueprint. Man, many people, man, everybody too busy. Everybody got to work on what they got to do on the home front, which is understandable. But I'm going to tell you one thing, man. I so much appreciate the Moorish World TV audience and the supporters, because even though they may not be ready to step on the front line, man, this is a strong audience here. They share the videos, they make financial contributions, because your brother 322, I'm going out there on front line.
Right.
I'm going on the front line.
I'm what you took, kid.
Yeah, I'm going on the front line. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But anything you want to say about this, brother? You know what I need you to speak on, brother, is how can we prepare ourselves? And this is just a hypothetical that should be taken serious. How should we prepare ourselves if everything go to hell in a handbasket with all of this Trump and all of these 50 states militia things and all of that? How should we prepare ourselves?
Well, first and foremost, man, you got to have the provisions. You must have stockpiles. I would say, like, if you ain't got money like that, go get some beans and seeds, get some dry goods, first and foremost, to feed yourself and your family outside the supermarket. Let's say you can't access a supermarket for about a month. You need to have some preservations in your cabinet, in your pantry, some pantry dry goods, along with medical supplies. You're not going to be able to go to, your doctor, the things from the pharmacy, aspirins, a whole lot of things you need to be stockpiling right now, man. Because I'm going to tell you, as far as what the 21st, and I don't want to say certain things on your platform, but the 21st, people made certain things that's going to happen across this nation. And so if you don't have certain things to take care of you and your family, man, you're going to be hurting, man. And if you're depending on your supermarket for all your necessities and you don't have nothing for at least a month, man, you're going to be hurting. And then less, far as other things and having ammunition and things like that to defend yourself and your family. But the one thing is, don't wait for someone else to do it for you. Do it yourself. Prepare. Get your stuff now. Because when it happened, it's not the time with the pandemonium to be, oh, I ain't got no food in the cabinet. Oh, I ain't got this. I don't have no ammo. I don't have anything. And then something happens to you and your family.
Let me ask you this, 322. What about relationships? You know, one thing that we have a problem with is struggling in relationships. I mean, I tell you this, me and my wife, we about to come on the show, and man, we gonna talk about our situation, man. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be good. But what about relationships, brother? Don't you think people need to learn to bond together more during times like this, so we can know each other energy, so we can feel when something gonna go down? Like if you got a significant other or you had children or something, you should be able to feel that energy when something about to go to the left,
Right.
so you can respond.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely. You know, your woman is your feminine half, man. She's your divine feminine of the whole body of you, your family. Like when I deal about self-preservation, that begins with your woman, then your kids.
Right.
So when you are thinking about whatever you doing out here, you should be thinking about them first. Period. Make sure my family's straight.
Right.
Because Grandmaster Jay ain't gonna take care of your family. Period. That's your responsibility. See, I see that a whole lot of things are people putting a lot of responsibility on another man instead of them taking the responsibility for themselves. And for us as a people, for anything, you see, we're gonna have to stand up and take things back. Take back our pride. Take back our dignity. Take back our family, black man. Nobody's gonna do it. Period. We gotta do it. It's the time, man. And you know, we said this previously, man. It's so far. It's like at a point to where you either going to do it or you not. You're gonna fall victim. Like we keep saying, you're gonna fall a victim. And being divided, as we notice, is what's happening right now in these divided states. You see, white supremacy is fighting over each other on who's going to be in power. You see?
And you know what's funny to me about that?
And they know.
When people say, when our people say politics don't matter, why are they fighting over it so much? What we should be doing is strategizing to get the power that they're fighting over. If it doesn't mean nothing, why are they fighting over it?
You're right. And as you just showed from that donation, GoFundMe, we have the resources to liberate ourselves financially.
From all fronts, we could be fighting. What? From the political, from the economical, from the social, from the entertainment, from the educational, from all fronts. We could add this in the bag. We could add this in the bag. Everybody,
we have it, man.
One thing about the lower vibration in the world, they love to use our differences against each other. You follow what I'm saying? They love to use that, the lower vibration. They love to use our differences against each other. And many people looked at me in the beginning and say, well, why are you trying to bring down another black man? And I'm saying to myself, come on the show and ask me. When one such as myself say, you can come ask me anything, you should be on point and say, hold up, maybe it's more to it. Let me come ask him. You know what I'm saying? Because most people like Grandmaster Jay that is about leading people astray, they don't want you to ask them no questions, and they ain't answering no questions. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I have no intention. And let me respond to Sister Monique too. She said religion divides us. Religion does not divide us. Religion is only a vehicle that was instituted to bring you closer to God. Now, some of these things that people call religion ain't religion at all. You know what I'm saying? But the religion can't do nothing. Only the people can act inside of the religion and make the choice. Religion can't do nothing. Religion just a doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Like Brother 322 said, come on, black man. A brother about 5 years ago that was a Moorish American would have said to my brother, like, hold up, bro, I ain't black. And he would have started a whole bit. In our temple, we don't rock like that. We don't rock like that. We understand the essence of what everything is. We understand, we teach in our temple that from black is the essence of life, is the essence of the resurrection. Man, we teach the real science. You know what I'm saying? We don't get caught up in that dogmatic science that divides. We don't get caught up in that. You know what I mean? And so it's not the religion that divides per se, it's the person interpretation that is misleading and divides. Because if God is one, truth is one, we should be able to arrive at the same truth.
I understand. I understand that sister saying, though. You know what I'm saying? In religion, far as what your colonial slaves masters using that to control the people, to put your spirituality in a container. But when we dealing with the preservation of our people, man, we put that to the side. Period.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna debate about religion and all that other craziness.
We got to get to the point where as though we don't see through the European spectacles.
Exactly.
Because listen, we as a tribal people, before the institution of slavery, before colonization, we all had different ways of life. Traditionally, there wasn't one straight thing across the globe. If I came up on your tribe and you was painted in red, I wanted to be educated why you was painted in red. I didn't demonize you because you was painted in red. When I left you and went on my camel and found somebody with a plate in their mouth, I didn't look at them as if they was inferior or superior to me. I wanted to be educated of that. If I went across the water and seen a totem pole, I didn't look at what was divisive of their religion. I looked at what was unique and similar and unique to what I understand. I wanted to learn. Through the European spectacles, we look at everything divisively. You feel what I'm saying? As opposed to learning. And so this is what I mean why religion doesn't divide us. It's our way of thinking that divide us. You see what I'm saying? Our way of thinking that divide us. Because if you traveled around the globe 4,000 years ago, and every people live life in a different way, nomadically, if somebody is running around in a loincloth, or if somebody dressed up with the garbs of whatever, sheepskin or whatever the case may be, we didn't look at each other as if one was a superior or inferior. We looked up, oh, that's my brother. Let me understand why they do what they do. Look at these pyramids. Oh, these are sun worshippers. No, we didn't do that. How did they do that? Please teach me, educate me. And even the Europeans used that philosophy. When they came upon the shores, the borders of Africa, they came and they learned. They was educated.
Exactly.
They didn't come there talk about, look at these pagans. They did that after they conquered. Oh, these are savages. They wasn't saying that when they was coming there learning. They looked at all these different cultures. And they even do it today. Go to the Discovery Channel. They go to Africa to appreciate the differences, but then go home and teach that we savages.
Right. If you ain't willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. That's what I've been trying to tell you, man. We got to step up, man. We got to step up, period. Everyone that's listening, every black person in this nation, man, you got to be the vanguard of your family.
Absolutely.
Period. Bro. Absolutely. Period, man. We at a crisis right now because we like a rock stuck in a hard place with these people, you know, as they call them protesters and patriots and all these things of grandeur and pleasures. But when we stand up, we are thugs, you know, and other despicable names as far as what we fighting for our liberation.
And you know what?
You see what I'm saying? So, right.
You will have our people to echo that same sentiment because the news called us thugs. Our people will echo that. It's
that's
bad.
What you call, man. Hey, that's mind control. Yeah, that's bad. It's bad, bro. I appreciate you, man. Still on point with this, man, and staying on this Grandmaster Jay.
Hey, bro.
Man, I'm so sick of this guy, man.
Listen,
What's that?
what I want to do is, as we slid in tonight, and we got to talk about how to get some survival kits. I want to. Hopefully, if you be around tomorrow or Sunday,
Yeah, I'll be there.
slide on in here.
Mhm.
And maybe you can direct us to some of the essentials. And I think every show we need to drop in there. I know people like the Grandmaster Jays and they like the intros and the educating of that. But I think we also need to be educated on and take serious how to use a flint.
Right. Self-preservation and survival. Urban
Absolutely.
survival.
How to use a flint rock. How to use a survival knife. How to, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How our women need to go back to breastfeeding. You know what I'm saying? Go back to breastfeeding, because if something was to go down, you know what I mean, your baby won't even accept a real breast, because we have told our baby to suck on plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, or rubber, if you will. So I mean, we need to do all of these things. I hope I don't.
Pay attention, man.
Yeah.
Because we at that point, like I told you before previously, man, they got the plan. We at that point. Now it's time for us to have a contingency plan for self-preservation.
And I'm gonna tell you, if we got sisters in here, I'm telling you, if y'all having babies or your children having babies, encourage them to breastfeed. I'm trying to tell you, because if something go down, ain't no Similac gonna be around. And if your baby is not used to breastfeeding, it's going to be hard to have that baby healthy. So just go back to the natural way.
Be ready.
You know what I mean? But I salute you, my brother.
I salute you too, brother.
On Saturday,
I will, man.
we got Kendrick in the building. I was trying to call him, but my phone about to die. But let me see if I can get him in for a second. But I salute you, bro.
Salute, man. Take care, Black family.
Indeed, fellas. Peace and love. Let me see. Before my phone died. Man. It died. Hold up. Let me see if I can get Kendrick up in here. Let me see if I can get him. See if I can get him up in here real quick. Hold on.
Hello.
May I speak to King Kendrick?
Hey, what's going on? You doing all right?
Is the King Kendrick in the building?
Yeah, I'm here watching the show, man.
Is the fire emojis in the building?
Fire emojis, you know what it is, man. I'm here, man. Hey, middle of the night.
Hey, Kendrick. So I'm peeping the court demonstration, bro. I don't want to give too much away till Saturday, bro. But bro, what I'm gonna say, what possessed you to say, man, I'm about to give these people the heat today?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's real simple. Ain't nobody gonna fight harder for me than me. And we all know, when it comes to not just the Kentucky, I always label Kentucky courtrooms, but apparently it's every courtroom in America. They don't play fair, especially when it comes to people that got the same color skin as me and you. So at the end of the day, what I learned is pretty much what you done learned, and it's not hard to learn. I just applied myself is that, legal stuff in the courtroom is nothing but terminologies and understand the definitions of certain things and knowing when to use, certain words and ask certain questions. So at the end of the day, I'm like, man, this is nothing. I learned that little stuff, and I'll go and I'll represent myself. And last time I checked, I'm like 5-0.
So, bro, you don't even think about getting an attorney no more.
No, it's funny. I can't make this up. You was texting me. I'm watching your show, and somebody was texting me about, getting a good attorney. I'm like, look, man, represent yourself. I'll show you how to do it. But no, I don't want an attorney no more. My federal case, I'm doing everything on my own.
Wow. So, bro, Saturday, I'm going to be premiering your courtroom demonstration here. And once it premieres, we got to talk about it right after. I'm going to just let it play. And then we're going to come back and discuss it. And I got some clips from it that I'm going to have you speak on. I need to... Y'all don't want to miss this. Y'all don't want to miss this. So Saturday, bro, clear your schedule. Clear your schedule, because I got something for you.
I'll be free. What time we thinking?
9 o'clock. 9:30. Got to be 9:30.
I'll be free.
That's what it is, bro. So I salute you. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I hope y'all looking forward to Saturday Night Live here with King Kendrick, and we going on in the courtroom. Anything you want to add before we get out of here, big bro?
Man, I just want to say this, man. The Brothers 322 said it best, man. Hey, if those people couldn't protect the Capitol, what makes you think they're going to be able to protect you out here in these streets? And as far as what's going on, man, y'all make sure y'all got not only stockpiles of food, but make sure y'all got stockpiles of protection, because it's getting real out here. I'm not advocating for no violence, but at the end of the day, I believe in self-defense, and we live in a world now where we don't know if these people are going to be storming in our house next, or at least attempting to storm in our house. So make sure, man, y'all take this thing serious. If you ain't got no ammo, get you a whole bunch of rocks, get you some gas, make some cocktails, get you something. Make sure you got some type of form of protection just in case it really do go down, because there are rumors of things, but we never know. It might be a day to where it really just might go down for a couple hours. And in those couple hours, if you ain't got what you need to have to protect you and your family, man, somebody might end up dead, and I hate for it to be any of you guys. So make sure y'all got some type of form of protection going for yourselves.
Right. Indeed. And the only thing I'm gonna tell him, Kendrick, before we get out of here is Young Jeezy Gucci Mane.
hey, real talk, man. That figure it out.
Salute, my brother. I see you on Saturday, bro.
All right, salute.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna tell him. All I got for you is Young Jeezy Gucci Mane. That's all I got for you. I ain't gonna say no more. But with that being said, I salute y'all, family. Peace and love. Family, I got a lot of breaking news for y'all, family. I'm telling you, I got a lot of breaking news for y'all. Saturday gonna be a fire show. Sunday gonna be a dramatic fire show. Sunday gonna shake up the world. Yeah. I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. Like I said, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. You know what I'm saying? And that is to reveal how people come at me sideways. But I'm going to use just one example. But this example is such a teaching moment that I cannot pass up the opportunity to teach you how to spot hypocrisy, foolery, some would say coonery, or whatever case may be, but it's just such low vibration in the name of liberation. I'm compelled to give explanation. I just made that up. Give me that. Yeah, I like that. Low vibration. See, I forgot it already. So everybody, I appreciate y'all. All of those original my brother Original, who hits the Cash App. My brother, I'm telling you, man, I got a brother, man. I want to meet this brother. I want to meet this brother. He's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family. Named M. Nugent. He really supports this channel. He goes into his pocket and supports this channel. Michael Connor and all others who support this channel. But shout out to my brother M. Nugent. He really gives me the ability to, I'm going to give it to you a buck. Putting these clips together takes time, right? In fact, I can show you right here. It takes time. And I really want to get the information to the people. But you see this board right here? This is the board that I be working on anytime I do clips. You see what I'm saying? Anytime I do clips.
Well, y'all, he said with y'all can y'all. So what we doing?
Anytime I do clips. And sometimes I have to go through hours of footage. You feel what I'm saying? And then I go through articles, and so it takes a lot of time out of my day to put this together. And for when somebody gives a financial donation, I'm gonna tell you what it does. It actually gives me the ability to put this together and tell one of my clients on the work front, we're gonna reschedule that to tomorrow. let me do this real quick. Because I can put that money on hold and do it. But it takes a lot of time. And in all seriousness, I appreciate everybody's financial contribution, because I'm just not up here talking. You understand? I'm not just up here talking like a talking head. I'm actually doing the research, which takes a lot of time out my day. And if my wife is in there, she like, yeah, it takes time. That's my wife right there. Yes, it takes time. She be like, that takes from the family. Takes time. That's her right there. Y'all want me to? I'm bring on the show next time. We're gonna do a show together next week. You know what I mean? We're going to do the show together next week. I'll bring my wife on here. We're going to do the show together next week. But it does take a lot of time. And I just want to thank everybody who makes financial contribution, because it does give me the ability to make a choice and get your money up, because finance does give you the ability to make choices. So I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. And I appreciate y'all, family, because this is not the only thing I do. I also do research for our organization, the Moorish Science Temple of America. I also debunk a lot of the lies that's associated with this prophet of ours. I do a lot of research to debunk a lot of lies associated around him and this circles, and the circles of the Moorish Science Temple of America and the organization. So I do spend a lot of time doing research, and those who support, I definitely salute you, family. I appreciate y'all, and I see y'all on Saturday. Peace and love. We back in the building on Saturday. One.